Om Sang Saraswati Namaha. Namaste. Namaste, everyone. Tonight we're going to begin on page 127 with the Samkatamochan Hanuman Ashtakam. And these are the 8 verses in praise of Hanuman, who is the reliever of all difficulties. Samkatamochan karta hai. He erases, he eradicates, he removes, he annihilates, he destroys all difficulties. Let's recite Balasamaya Ravi Bakshi Leo Tabatino Kun Loka Boyo Aviaro Taki Sotrasa Boyo Jagako Yaka Shankata Kaku So Ejata Nataro Devan Ani Kari Binti Tabachari Dio Ravi Kashka Nibaro Konaki Janata Kijakame Kapi Shankata Mochana Namatiharo Bali Kitrasa Kapisa Basegiri Jata Mahaprabhu Panta Niharo Choki Mahamuni Sapadio Tabachahi Kona Bichara Bicharo Kedvijarupa Libaya Mahaprabhu So Tumadasa Koje Soka Niparo Kona Kijanata Kejakame Kapi Shankata Mochana Namatiharo Angat ki sangalina gaisiya, koja kapisa ya baina kucharo, jivata nambachi ho ham sojum, bina sudilahi ham pagodaro. Herita ketata sindhu sabeta balaya siya sudi prana kubaro. Kona ki janata ke jagame kapi shankata mochana namatiharo. Ravana trasa dahi seko, saracha zisoka kisoka nibaro, Tahi samaya Hanuman Mahaprabhu, Jaya Maharajani Charamaro, Chakata siya asoka soagisu, De Prabhu Mutrika soka nibaro, Kona ki janata ke jagame kapi shankata mochana namatiharo. Bana Lagyor Lakshmana Kitab Pranataje Sutta Ravana Maro Legriya Vaidyasu Chaina Sreta Tabes Giri Drona Subira Kuparo Ani Sanjeevana Kata De Tava Lakshman Ketum Prana Kubaro Kona Ki Janata Ke Jagame Kapi Shankata Mochana Namatiyaro Ravana Juda Ajana Kiyota Vanaga Kipasa Sabesi Radaro Si Raghunata Sameta Sabedala Moha Boyo Yakal Sankata Paro Anika Gesa Tapesa Hanumanju Bandana Kati Sutrasa Niparo Konaki Janata Hejagmen Kapi Shankata Mochana Namatiharo Bandhu Sameta Japeyo Hiravana Le Raghunata Patala Sidaro Devaki Puji Bali Vidhi Sobali Dehu Sabe Nilamantra Bicharo Jai Sahaya Bhayitavi Ahiravana Senya Sameta Sangaro Konaki Janata Gejagame Kapi Shankata Mochana Namatiharo Kajakiye Varadevana Ketum Vira Mahaprabhu Deki Bicharo Kona Sosankata Mora Garibako Jotumaso Naki Jata Hetaro Bigiyaro Hanuman Mahaprabhu Jokachu Sankata Hoya Hamaro Konaki Janata Hejagame Kapi Shankata Mochana Namatiharo Lala dehu lali lase Urudori lalangur Bajra deha danavadalana Jai 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 Kapisur Siyavara Ramachandra ki Jai Bhavana Sutta Hanuman ki Jai Umapati Mahadeva ki Jai Om Namo Bhagavate Anjaneyaya Mahabalaya Swaha. Om Eng Ring Sring Ram Ring Ring Rung Ra. Om Namo Bhagavate Mahabala Parapramaya Bhuta Preta Pisacha Brahma Rakshasa Sakini Dakini Yakshini Bhutana Mari Mahamari Rakshasa Bhairava Betalagraka Rakshasadikan Shanina Kana Kana Panchakya Panchakya Marakya Marakya Chikshaya Chikshakya Mahamaheshwara Rudra Avatara Om Hum Fat Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Anubadakyaya Rudraya Sarvadushta Jana Mukastambanam Kuru Kuru Swaha. Om Ram Ring Rum Shang Kong Nam Fat Swaha. Om Namo Bhagavate Anjaneyaya Mahabalaya Swaha. I really enjoy those mantras. Let's go back and read the meaning of the Samkatamochan on 127. These are 8 verses. It's an Ashtakam, and it's about the praise of Hanuman, who removes, who annihilates, who destroys, who expunges all Sankat, every difficulty, every vigna, every bada, every kind of obstacle. He takes them all away. As a child, you tried to eat the sun as if it were a ball of milk sweet. Darkness engulfed the 3 worlds, and no one could think how to free the sun from your mouth. Remember, we've told the story several times already in this class. Hanuman looked up and saw that orange ball of the rising sun. He was very hungry. He said, okay, that looks like a fitting food for me to consume, and he went up and he swallowed it in one gulp. And no one could figure out how to free the sun. Then all the gods came to bow to you with humility and let life loose from its captivity. So then when all the gods bowed down and prayed to Hanuman, he released the sun, and he allowed all life to have light again. Who in the world doesn't know your name as the reliever of all difficulties? We made a little song of that. Who in the world doesn't know that monkey whose name removes all difficulties? Kona king janatak he jagamain kapi Sankatamochan Hanuman Ashtakam. Sugriv, the king of the monkeys, was afraid of his mighty brother Bali. He hid himself on top of a mountain. Sugriv knew that Bali could not come to that mountain because of the Muni's curse, yet still he lived in fear. When Ram came to that forest, O Hanuman, you disguised yourself as a twice-born Brahmin and persuaded him to come to help deliver the king from his sorrows. Who in the world doesn't know your name as the reliever of all difficulties? Oh, Hanuman, all the monkeys went with Angad. That was Bali's son. Oh, Bali's son. In search of Sita. So anxious they were for fear of returning without knowledge of Sita's location. They were all tired and sorrowed because of their unsuccessful search. Then you brought the message from Sita and described her captivity, and so you saved the other monkeys. Remember, all the monkeys went off with Angad as their leader. They went to search for Sita. They came to the edge of the ocean. They didn't find her anywhere. And then they were all distressed. How are we going to go back? We can't go back and tell Ram we didn't find her. I mean, who amongst us has that much nerve? You're going to go back and say, God, I went off to do your work, but I didn't accomplish my task, so I just came back and got hungry. Thought you'd feed me and take care of me anyway. Then you brought the message from Sita and described her captivity, and so you saved all the other monkeys. Who in the world doesn't know your name as the reliever of all difficulties? Under orders from Ravana, the demon women were giving such pain to Sita. Sita was praying for deliverance from sorrows. Then, O Hanuman, you came to that place and destroyed the many strong demons. You gave her the ring of her beloved Ram and removed all sorrows from Sita's heart. Who in the world doesn't know your name as the reliever of all difficulties? When Lakshman was pierced by the arrow of Ravan's son, remember pride came, Meghnad, pride shot Lakshman with his arrow and he became unconscious. You brought Shushain, the man skilled in medical arts, along with his entire house. Remember, Hanuman went into Lanka to get the doctor and he picked up the whole house. He went and he looked in the window of the house. He said, "Are you the doctor, Shushain?" And the doctor said, "Yes, I am." He said, "Well, you're coming with me." Hanuman picked up the whole house with the doctor inside and just brought it right outside. He just flew through the sky out of Lanka. And the doctor said to him, "Where are you? It's not my time to go." "Are you taking me to the god of death?" And Hanuman said, "Even better, I'm going to introduce you to the Supreme Lord. You're going to get to meet Ram. Then you brought the whole mountain filled with the life-giving medicinal herbs, and thus you saved Lakshman's life." Remember, Shushain, the doctor, said, "You need the Sanjeevani herb. It's on the top of the Himalayas." Hanuman said, "I'll have it here before sunrise." Hanuman flew to the Himalayas and looked at all the herbs, and they all were sparkling and twinkling and shining, and just like they all looked like the description that the doctor gave him. He said, "Which one shall I pick? If I get the wrong one, I'll be making a grievous error." He picked up the whole mountain and brought all the herbs and let the doctor himself choose which one he needed. And thus you saved Lakshman's life. Who in the world doesn't know your name as the reliever of all difficulties? Under orders from Ravan, the demon women were giving such pain to Sita. That's really interesting. That sounds very much familiar. Sita was praying for deliverance from sorrows. Then, O Hanuman, you came to that place and destroyed the many strong demons. You gave her the ring of her beloved Ram and removed all sorrows from Sita's heart. Who in the world doesn't know your name as the reliever of all difficulties? When the great demon Abhiravan kidnapped Lord Ram and his brother Lakshman, and that's not in the Sundarkand, that's after the Sundarkand, that comes in the Lankakand. He took them to the bowels of the earth in Patal. He wanted to offer them as human sacrifices and worship to the mother goddess, but you rescued them by destroying Abhiravan and the whole demon army. Who in the world doesn't know your name as the reliever of all difficulties? O Hanuman, you have done great works for all of the gods and have been recognized as the bravest and the greatest in the world. What small problems of my pure self can be difficult for you? I mean, hey, I'm such an insignificant being, Hanuman. How could any problem that I have be any task for you? My problems would be so insignificant for you. You could fix them in a moment. Please. I pray to you, O Hanuman, please deliver me from all difficulties, whatever they may be. Who in the world doesn't know your name as the reliever of all difficulties? O Hanuman, your monkey's body is of radiant red color, and your face is red as well. Lal dehu lali lase uruduri lalagur. You're red and you're well read, the monkey. Your strong body is unbreakable and is capable of destroying all the evils of the world. Victory, victory, victory be to you, O divine monkey. Victory to Sita and Ram. Victory to Hanuman, the son of the wind. Victory to the great Lord Shiva, the husband of Uma. And now we have a series of Bij mantras. Om, we bow to the Supreme Divinity, to the Son of the Shining One. To He of great strength, I am one with God. Om, wisdom, Maya, increase. Maya in all its manifestations. Bur, Bua, Swa, Maha, Janaha, Tapaha. The world of gross perception, the world of subtle perception, the world of knowledge, the world of light. Om, we bow to the Supreme Divinity of great strength. To He who defeats ghosts, goblins, impure beings, those proud of their learning. Alpo Vidya Boyankar. Just a little bit of knowledge is a very dangerous thing. Demonic energies, the slayer of demonic witches, the slayer of demons, terrifying demonic beings, inharmonious demons of the constellation. In a moment, burn, burn, break, break, slay, slay, teach, teach. O great seer of all, manifestation of Rudra. Om, cut the ego, purify. I am one with God. Om, we bow to the Supreme Divinity, to Hanuman, to Rudra. Completely mesmerize all the evil beings. I am one with God. Om, Maya, in the world of gross perception, Maya in the world of subtle perception, Maya in the world of intuition, excellence, light of wisdom, knowledge, purify. I am one with God. Om, we bow to the Supreme Divinity, to the Son of the Shining One, to He of great strength. I am one with God. And now we're going to take the Sankalpa for the offering of the flag and the food offering. And this is a special Sankalpa that we'll take. We'll take a flour and we'll give it a couple of grains of rice. We'll take 3 drops of water and place the right hand over the flour and Vishnu Om Tat Sat. Just like we take in our normal, regular Sankalpa. Om Vishnu Om Tat Sat. Om Ajambu Dipe, America Deshe, California Pradesh, Napanagade, Devi Mandire, Voishak Mase, Sukla Pakshe, Dastamang Tito, Bhavesha Gotra to Satyananda Gotra, Sri Swami Satyananda Saraswati to Sri Macha. Everybody say your name. Krita Yitat, Sri Hanuman Kamaka. Cha Panchadevata Kamaka Puja Karmaham Dvaja Stapanam Bog Naivedyam Evam Devata Homam Korishye. And offer that flower on the altar. Om Shatru Keto Mahabirga Suparnastvam Samasrita Pakshirajo Minetayas Tata Narayana Dvajam Kasyapayo Mritaharta Nagari Vishnu Bhakna Aprameyo Eduradarsho Rene Devari Sutana Gurutman Maruta Gastis Twaisa Nikitatita Shashva Dharma Yudan Yodan Rakshasmakam and Ripundaka Om Dvajaya Naha. Everybody make a flag. Every warrior has his own flag. Our flag bears the Om. Do you know what? O flag, overthrower of enemies, O great warrior upon which the king of birds resides. O humble demeanor of foe, this is the emblem of consciousness. And here we have our flag, the emblem of consciousness. It's bearing Garuda, the king of the eagles on top of the flag. And thereby, that's Vishnu's Vahan, Vishnu's carrier. This flag symbolizes the coming of consciousness and the victory of consciousness. You saved Kashyap from death by snakes by the conveyance of Vishnu. So remember, Kashyap was bound by snakes, and the eagle came and scared the snakes away. Banish all hatred, resound with the glad tidings of the gods. O Gurud, supported upon the air, establish your presence here. As a warrior drawn by horses with defensive armor, you protect by burning all limitations. Oh, we bow to the flag. Now, we're going to wash our flag. Om Gangecha Jamanacheva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Snanatam Pratigriyatam Om Vajaya Namaha Snanam Samarkayami. And now, of course, after the bath, we're going to offer a cloth to our flag. Om Sita Batoshna Sankranam Lajai Rakshanaparam Deyalang Karanam Bastram Akashanti Kaikachame Om Vajaya Nama Bastram Samarpayami. And now our sindur, red powder. Om Sinduram Runabasam Chapakusumastadipam Pujitasi Maya Deva Prasida Parameshwara Om Vajaya Nama Sinduram Samarpayami. And here's some kumkum. Om Kumkuman Kanti Dam Divyam Kamini Kamasambapam Kumkumena Chite Deva Prasida Parameshwara Om Vajaya Namah Kumkuma Samarpayami. Some sandal paste. Om Sri Kanda Chandandam Divyam Kandaryan Sumanoram Dilepanam Chadevesha Chandanam Pratigriyatam Om Dvajaya Namaha Chandanam Samarkayami. And some turmeric. Harinram Ranjita Deva Sukha Sobhagya Dagini Tasmatvam Pujayam Yatra Dukkha Shanti Prakachame Om Dvajaya Namaha Haridram Samarpayami. And now we're going to offer him a flower. Om Malikabdi Sugandhini Malik Yabini Te Prapo Mayaritani Pujartam Pushpani Pratigriyatam Om Vajaya Namaha Pushpam Samarpayami. Bhutabhug Pasabo Rudra Vayu Somo Makarshaya Nagakinara Gandharvam Yakshabhuta Mahuraka Brahmatascha Sahadikir Bhutesho Matibisaka Satru Senapati Skando Panurascha Sritastvai Drutam Bhutam Tuhantum Ripung Sarvan Raja Jaya Vrichatu Yani Pratyaksha Yabibir Ayudani Samantata Nihatani Sadatani Pavantu Tabateta Kalanini Bide Yude Tri Purakatane Hiranyakashi Por Yude Devasure Tata Shobitani Tatevadya Shobadam Samarang Smara Nilam Raktam Sitam Dristva Nasyam Yasu Mamaraya Om Patakaya Namaha. And with these mantras we bow to the flag. Let's go back and read what they are about. Of course, we're offering water bath to the flag. Oh, please accept the waters from the Ganges, Jamuna, Godavari, Saraswati, Narmada, Sindhu, and Kaveri, which have been provided for your bath. With this offering of bath waters, we bow to the flag. And to take away the cold and the wind and to fully protect your modesty, we adorn your body with this cloth and thereby find the greatest of peace. With this offering of wearing apparel, we bow to the flag. So this flag is becoming our deity. We're establishing our love in the flag and treating it respectfully with offerings. This red-colored powder indicates love, who drives the chariot of the light of wisdom with which we are worshiping our Lord. Please be pleased, O great seer of all, with this offering of red-colored powder. We bow to the flag. You are being adorned with this divine red powder, which is made more beautiful by the love we share with you and is so pleasing. O Lord, when we present this red powder, be pleased, O supreme ruler of all, with this offering of red-colored powder. We bow to the flag. You are being adorned with this beautiful divine piece of sandalwood ground to a paste which is so pleasing. Please accept this offering of sandal paste, O supreme sovereign of all the gods, with the offering of sandal paste. We bow to the flag. O Lord, you are being gratified by this turmeric, the giver of comfort and beauty. When you are worshipped like this, then you must bestow upon us the greatest of peace. Did you hear that? You must bestow upon us the greatest of peace. With this offering of turmeric, we bow to the flag. Various flowers such as malika and others of excellent scent are being offered to you, our Lord. All these flowers have come from the devotion of our hearts for your worship. Be pleased to accept them. We bow to the flag and surrender this flower. And remember, we surrender the flower in samarpan, samarpan. We offer arpan in equilibrium, sama, in perfect peace, samarpan. We offer you this flower in perfect equilibrium, in perfect peace. Please give us the prasad of our offering. The enjoyers of oblations, the finders of the wealth, relievers from sufferings, emancipation, devotion, and the great rishis, serpents, ethereal beings, celestial musicians, attendants to wealth, elements of existence, the great entourage of Shiva, with the 12 sons of the light who illuminate all existence, accompanied by all the mothers, the general of the army of the gods, Skanda, Kartikeya, and Varuna too, all take refuge in you. Everyone fights their battle beneath the flag. They all take refuge in you. Quickly slay all limitations. O kings, be victorious. Moving towards union, receive with reverence the whole of life. Hey, if you're going to move towards union, you must want to receive with reverence the whole of life. That is respect for every being in existence. For those who surrender the multitude becomes a pure light. The demons of time are slain in the battle in the three worlds. Remember the sounds of encounter in the battles with Hiranyakashipu, the demon king who sits on a golden cushion, meaning he who exalts his own self. And in the battles between the gods and Asuras, wherein the multitude shined, blue, red, and white was seen on the banner, and that which was inimical was destroyed. We bow to the flag. And now let's offer our food offering. Om Shatapatra Sudashu Habir Vividane Kabakshanam Nivhedayami Devesa Sarvatripti Karam Karam Om Manapurne Sadapurne Shankara Pranabalabe Dhyana Vairagya Siddhartam Bicham Dehi Namoastute Matacha Parvati Devi Pita Devo Mateshwara Bandava Siva Bhaktasya Swadeshu Bhuvanatrayam Omang Anamate Rudratmakaya Kunpatsva Bhognai Vedyam Samarpayami. And a glass of drinking water to wash it down with. Om Samasta Deva Devisam Sarvatripti Karam Akannananda Sampurna Griyana Jalamuttama Omang Anamate Rudratmakaya Kumpatsva Panartha Jalam Samarpayami. Let's read those few mantras and then we'll begin our Navagraha Puja. This ever-present platter containing varieties of the purest offerings of food we are presenting to the Lord of Gods to cause all satisfaction, most excellent and transcendental. Om, Goddess who is full, complete, and perfect with food and grains, always full, complete, and perfect, the strength of the life force of Shiva, the cause of peace, for the attainment of perfection in wisdom and renunciation, please give us offerings. We bow down to you. Our mother is the goddess Parvati, and our father is the supreme Lord Maheshwara. The devotees of Shiva are my family, and the three worlds is my country. With this presentation of food, Om, we bow to the highest principle, to Hanuman, the manifestation of the reliever of sufferings. Cut the ego, purify, I am one with God. We offer this drinking water, Lord of all the gods and the fullness of infinite bliss. Please accept this excellent drinking water with this offering of drinking water. Om, we bow to the highest principle, to Hanuman, the manifestation of the reliever of sufferings. Cut the ego, purify, I am one with God. Now let's set our flag to the side. And let's see if there are any questions before we proceed.
Swami, there's a question from Nanda.
Yes, Namaste, Nandama.
Can you please tell us the significance of the drops of water and rice offered on the flower during the Sankalpa?
Yes, of course, water is purity, and flower is beauty, and with all the beauty, they're also Shiva and Shakti. The beauty is Shakti, the purity is water. The water stands for the infinite ocean of samsara, the samsara samudra, the ocean of all. And by all, we mean everything. All the objects and all the relationships between each object. So here we have in the three worlds, Vishnu, Om Tat Sat, Om, that is truth. On the flower, we're offering our Sankalpa. On beauty, we're offering consciousness. We're asking consciousness and nature to unite in the ratification and verification of this vow. This vow will be fulfilled.
A question from Kumari from Vallejo.
Namaste, Kumari, Mom.
When is Hanuman's real birthday? What is done on that special day?
Hanuman Jayanti, we just performed Hanuman Jayanti, and that was his birthday, and it was on the full moon in Chaitra. So that's the day, and you can do as much as you like to do. You can do the full Hanuman Puja, you can read the Sundarkand, you can read the entire Ramayana, you can go as far as you can go. So there is no limit to what you can do to celebrate the love of God in any form, especially in the form of the red monkey.
Another question
Yes, Kumari Mom?
Can we get the benefits of worshiping Lord Hanuman by reciting the Hanuman Chalisa?
We get many, many benefits from reciting the Hanuman Chalisa. And if you recite the Hanuman Chalisa and the Bajrang Ban, you get even more benefits. And if you add to that the Samkatamochan Hanuman Ashtakam, you get even more benefits. And if you do the whole puja before you recite those, you get even more benefits. And if you do the Sundarkand after you do the puja, you get even more benefits. There's no limitation. There's no quantification of the benefits that you get from worship. The very fact that we get the privilege to worship is the benefit. That's the greatest benefit, that we are allowed the privilege to express our devotion in such a pure way to love God. What greater benefit would we want? So yes, you get benefit from chanting the Hanuman Chalisa.
So sometimes I want to do a puja, let's say for Shiva, but I feel like I should be doing a puja for Durga or something. Why is there a feeling that I know that if I do to one, then they're supposed to all be there and they're all supposed to take the offering. How come, why is there this feeling that it should be one or the other?
I'm sorry, that's your craziness. That's not my feeling. That's your misunderstanding. One thing you can do very easily, all of these pujas are modular. As you can see very clearly, just slip in Durga into Shiva's puja. Cut them and paste them together. Hey, people of the Kali Yuga, cut and paste. Please. We're an enlightened society. We have these opportunities available to us. If you're doing Shiva's puja and you feel that you should do something for Kali or Durga or anybody else, cut and paste. And do it. Until it builds and builds and builds until you do the cosmic puja and say, gee, that wasn't enough. I'd like to do more. And there is more. There is no end to puja. Everything we do can become part of the puja. So we can add to the puja, embellish the puja, enhance the puja, expand the puja until all of our life is one offering to God. That's the goal. It's not like, I'm going to do this puja because that's how he wrote it in the book. These are starting places. I'm trying to empower you to use the building blocks in your own ways. These are building blocks, and you can put them together any way you want to. You start with this, learn this, it'll empower you to move into any circumstance and see, Shiva's the primary deity here, I'll do Shiva's puja. Vishnu is the primary deity here, I'll do Vishnu's puja. Durga is the primary deity here, I'll do Durga's puja. Or I'll do the whole book. I'll make all these people sit and wait for me for 2 hours while I read this book from cover to cover. You can say that too. It's up to you. We are trying to empower our whole family with the privilege of worship and the tools with which to construct the appropriate puja for the appropriate circumstances. Confronted with a circumstance, you have a certain environment, you have a certain time period in which you can perform the worship, you have certain ingredients with which you can perform the worship. All of these are certain constraints which define which puja you'll do. Now look in your tool chest and see which tool is the appropriate tool to offer in this circumstance. That's how the pujas work. And pretty soon you want to get up earlier and earlier so you can offer more tools, so you can practice a longer puja, you make a longer asana, you make a longer pranayam, you have a longer kumbhak, and the space between the two breaths is just like the space between the two thoughts. It gets longer and longer and longer until you really understand that some people are good for some things, other people are good for other things, sadhus are good for nothing. They're just good for nothings because they have such a long space between two thoughts. What shall they do?
Question from Rolf.
Namaste, Rolf.
Swamiji, you spoke of the pot as a container of energy. Is that energy the same as Kundalini Shakti?
Rolf, there's only one energy in the three worlds. Sometimes it's kinetic, sometimes it's potential. Sometimes you can see it in action. Sometimes you know and intuit its presence. But we're calling this energy, one energy, by different names according to its different functions. For example, in the light, we call it the energy of light. In the wind, we call it the energy of wind, but it's the same energy. When it's in a battery, we don't say there's no energy there. That would be a dead battery. But if your battery is alive, you know it's there because turn on whatever your ignition switch and listen to the motor run, and you know that energy that started that motion came out of the battery. It must have been there. So in the same way, we have Mahashakti, which is the great infinite energy. And in the human body, we have Kundalini, which is the individual energy. In the pot, we have the manifestation of Mahashakti. Because Kundalini really refers to a personal relationship between a meditator and the energy within. So that would be a very, very subtle distinction. But it's just a nomenclature. It's the same energy. It's a semantical difference. It is the same energy. And give our regards to Sarita.
Question from Usha from Canada.
Namaste, Ushama.
Swamiji, for me, puja seems like keeping a two-way communication between the divine and the devotee. That road of love is of mutual benefit, since there is nothing that is not God. I am so amazed that so many sources feel that physical worship is not important. Why is that? Can you comment on it, please?
No. All I can say, Usha, is I respect your understanding so much. And please come to the Devi Mandir and worship with us in person. We'll enjoy that so much. I can't tell you why other people are taking one piece of it and they talk about, they divided yoga into little sections and they say this is Bhakti yoga and this is Gyan yoga and that's Kundalini yoga and this is this yoga and that yoga. Oh, yoga means union. And in union, how can you make distinctions? How can we divide? We're studying about holistic spirituality, Usha. We're not just talking about one part of it. So I can't tell you why other people do. And you can justify anything through good argument, and I learned that in my student days, how to argue any side of a proposition. But that's not what we're interested in. Our interest is in how do we unite all the sides of the proposition. And I believe we do that through puja. And I love your explanation of the two-way communication. Thank you very kindly for that illumination. Please. Why is Hanuman is red because he is full of love and he's full of passion, and he's very passionate about his devotion. He's not one of these Vedantins that says, oh, we should be very dispassionate. Sounds like you're talking about a dog. He is someone who is worshiping passionately, serving passionately, loving passionately. And without that passion, how can we make progress in our spiritual life? And that's why he's red. Because red is the color of nature, the color of passion. Rakta means passion, it means red, it means desire. And he is fulfilling the desire of the desired one. His ishta, the icha of his ishta, is the passion of his life. The desire of his chosen form of divinity is the passion of his life. And he dedicates himself to it completely.
Question from Nanda again.
Namaste, Nanda.
I have a couple of asana questions for a long time.
Yes, Nanda.
Is a separate asana required if there is a carpet underneath us?
It depends on the circumstance. Generally, it is not required. However, there are certain beings that come into our environment that we want to demonstrate the sincerity of our respect. So we provide them with a special asana, even though it's on a carpeted floor. For we beings who are seeking humility through our every action, it's not required unless we are the pujari. And when we are the pujari, we make ourselves into the shisha of the ishta. That is, we become the disciple of our chosen form of worship. Now, you sit on an asana, favorite deity. Then I, as the reflection of your bhav entirely, I'm going to sit on an asana. Your asana is placed on a yantra, respected deity. I'm going to draw a yantra underneath my asana, and I too will sit on an asana upon a yantra. You are wearing clean clothes, respected deity. I too will wear clean clothes. You have a red spot in your forehead. I too. I got a lovely phone call from a 4-year-old boy and said, Swami, how come my red spot doesn't come out yet? And I said, oh, keep loving. Keep loving and it'll come out. It will come out. He asked me that. He said, you have a red spot and it's so red. And how do you get it? I said, it's because it's love. It's love for everything you look at. He said, well, mine hasn't come out yet. I said, you're only 4 years old. Nandama, keep loving. When you're sitting for a long time, you want to make yourself as comfortable as possible. You have a Sankalpa not to move your knees during the Chandipat for 2 hours or 3 hours or 5 or 7. Then put an asana there that makes an insulation and padding and comfort zone where you can sit for 3, 5, 7, 9 hours without moving. If you sit only on the bare cement, you're going to get a pain in the you-know-where. However, if you're going to be sitting on the cement for 5 minutes or 10 minutes to give blessings to a few devotees, no need to have pile up a bunch of pillows and asanas unless you want to demonstrate, I respect that person so much, I want to show them that I don't want them to sit in my presence any lower than me. If I keep my feet on the floor, I want them to be on an asana. If I sit on a chair, I want Sri-Ma to be on the stage. I want her to have a throne if I'm on a chair. If I'm on the floor, I want the respected person to have at least an asana, if not a choki and an asana on top of that. They should have a sit on the bed. And we'll all sit on the floor. Because blessings follow the law of gravity. They always fall down. Blessings never float up. Blessings always go to those who are humble. Every time we bow down, we get a blessing. That's why sometimes you need an asana, sometimes you don't.
The second part of the question is, can we launder or vacuum our asana if it gets dirty over time?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's like sharpening your tools. It's like washing your water pot. You have a duty to present everything that you use in worship in the highest standards of purity and cleanliness, just as a demonstration of the sincerity of your devotion. So here we are, we'll wash our utensils, we'll wash our brass and copper vessels, make sure they shine, chuck, chuck. And then we'll wash our clothes, we'll wash our asana, we'll wash all the towel that we use. We'll use the cleanest implements that we possibly can to demonstrate the highest sincerity in the pursuit of our love.
If we're worshiping the flag as a deity,
Yes.
do we then remove the deity from the flag?
We don't really do pran pratishtha to the flag. We don't establish life in the flag. We just say you are the symbol of divinity. We all take refuge under you. We want you to be the symbol of my victory in this battle. I'm going to fight with this demon, with this ego, and I want to fight under your flag. And now when we remove the energy from the deity, we take it from all the appurtenances that we offer.
Question from Dylan.
Hi, Dilip.
What does Swamiji recommend for japa? Fingers or mala?
I prefer fingers unless we're at the fire. And the reason I prefer fingers is because a mala is a foreign object. So when I'm sitting for japa alone, I use the karamala. However, when I'm offering at the fire, I can't be offering swaha and counting at the same time. So it's much more efficient for me to hold the mala in my left hand and make the offerings with my right. And that's why when we're doing just japa, I use karamala, and when we're offering at the fire, I use a japa mala.
Question from Kumar.
Yes.
Can Swamiji comment on the attitude of the worshipper? Is it considered inappropriate to pray for good luck or success?
No, it's not inappropriate. But success in what? Are you asking, oh please, Hanuman, let me have success in winning the lottery? Or are you saying, Hanuman, I'm going to war with this ego. Give me success. Rupam dehi, jayam dehi, yasho dehi, bishodaki. Make me successful in the things that are important to us. Our relationship, my relationship with God. Give me all that I need in order to fulfill the 4 goals of life, the ideal of perfection, the economic resources necessary to achieve that ideal, the satiation, the fulfillment, the abolition of all other desires other than the desire to be with you and liberation. Om Sam Saraswati Namaha. Namaste.